Hey guys, welcome back to Lindasresinroom. So I got this mold off of Temu, and it is a flower planter mold, and I had been wanting this for a while. I love these planter molds. I don't have many, I've only got a couple, but I do love them. And I thought that I would make this today. Now, I can't get it to turn inside out to be able to paint it. So what I thought I would do is I have some resin here. I have 190 gram of resin, or 6 ounces. I have 90 gram of part B, 100 of part A, and I'm going to use this eye candy Himawari yellow because I think that'd be really pretty. But I'm going to put in a little bit of this chrysanthemum gold, and then when it comes out, I'm going to paint the center brown, and then I might do some jewels or something across the top, and kind of spice it up a little bit. This is almost a mustardy yellow. I think it's so pretty, but I thought it'd be really pretty and vibrant for this. I don't know if my chrysanthemum gold's going to show up in this. I don't want a lot of this paste. I'm just going to use that much, and this is kind of watery, so not much. This is a thinner paste. I do have a 10% discount code for eye candy that I will flash on the screen, as well as it is in the description box. All right, give me a little spoon. I think this is going to work like crushed crystal. So this is a paste. I'm going to put a little bit of that down in there and see if that's how this works, because I do have some that works like a crushed crystal that's gold, and I really think this one is going to be like that. I want that little bit of sparkle, but I don't want the mica powder sparkle, and that's why I chose a paste. And I love this yellow. I mean, this is bright yellow. But paste, like I said, they have a hard time showing through that sparkle. So we're going to see if we need to add some more. And I haven't mixed the resin up yet. Okay, I can see the sparkle. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more. Probably going to go overboard, but I want to be able to really see it. Okay. Like I said, probably too much, but this is working like the crushed crystal, except it's gold. So instead of silver all the time, you can have gold. I have some others too that I think would work that way, that are by some different brands, and they look like crushed crystal, just in colors. So we'll have to try those one day as well. Now, let's see. Anytime you're mixing your resin, make sure you scrape your sides. You don't want unmixed resin getting into your piece and then not curing, and you having spots you have to dig out or throw the piece away. I don't want anything that I'm going to have to work too hard trying to get all uncured resin out just to fix a piece. Okay. Now you do want to scrape your stick off, because you know there's always yellow, or in this case yellow, there's always paste that's going to stick to that stick. Even though this is a thin paste, it's still going to have paste on there. And we want that to really mix in. Okay. Now we can try to push that down if I can. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to try to scrape some of that. All right. Here we go. And now you can really see that crushed crystal in there. Well, not crushed crystal, because chrysanthemum gold. All right, guys, I'm going to finish mixing this up, get it in the vacuum chamber, and then we'll be back to pour. Alright guys, so I got my yellow out. You can see that kind of not mixed up there where I pulled it off the stick again. So let's just try to do this without making bubbles. Alright, now I don't know how much this mold holds. So I'm hoping that 6 ounces is enough. Because we're going to find out. I probably should have mixed up 8. Isn't that pretty? I love yellow. Okay. We're going. And going. And continuing to go. I'm going to need more. Should have mixed up 8. Well, I'll scrape everything I can out of here. And I'll mix up some more. I think it's going to hold 7. But I should have mixed up 8. That's what I should have done. But I've got to make a tray for somebody. And I'm going to be mixing a present for that. So I'll just mix up a couple extra ounces. And finish this one. Alright. Get everything I can out of this cup. Okay, almost. It almost looks neon, doesn't it? The color. Let that last little drip off. Alright guys, I'm going to mix up some resin. I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I got another ounce mixed up because I think that's all I'm going to need. And let's just perfect match in the color. Pastes are pretty easy to match up in color. They're not bad. I don't even think I need the whole ounce. Okay. We're good. Now I've got some molds I want to use this for. Let me think. I just got them in yesterday. Here they are. They're moons. Now, won't that be a cute pendant and some earrings? So, move him over here. They're water ripple. I got these from Temu. Just fill these all the way up. I'm just letting it flow on its own. I think I'm still going to have a little left. I want to try to dome these up a little bit. So I want the backs to be kind of smooth. Okay, that one's domed. That one's already domed. What about this one? One more drop. Maybe, and one more drop over here. I think he can use one more. think this one can use another drop. Maybe one more. There we go. All right. And let's think those will be cute. I wonder if I can get the shaker and just not do the bottom. I don't know if it's enough to fill the legs and things up or not. Probably not, but that's okay. These you can do multiple ways and they still look cute. Just try to get all of this out of there. And kind of flow and do its own thing. Okay, almost. Okay, now let's see if we can get all this to kind of roll out. Back legs are going to be somewhat yellow. Front legs, maybe a little bit. And then we'll back them with whatever color we have that we think will match with yellow. All right, let me clean this up. All right, there. And I need that. Alrighty, guys, we'll let this cure up. Shaker Turtle will probably move on till I find something to fill him up, so you won't see him done. But we'll let these cure up, and we'll come back for a demold, and we'll spice that one up. So I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, so I think these are cured enough. I know this is. I think these are cured enough that I can pop them out. I'm going to make these into little dangle earrings, and I have the perfect pieces that I'm going to put on these. I'm trying to get them out without stretching them or bending them because they are a little soft. Aren't those cute? Those little moons. And then we can do a matching pendant with this. I don't want to mess it up. There we go. And then I'll glue a flat veil on the back of that, and we'll turn that into the necklace to match. All right, now let's see how this is. Now I know how I'm going to spice this little thing up. So let's get it out. Okay, it's coming out a lot easier than I thought it would. Get the center here. It's breaking that suction. There we go. Come on. All right, let me straighten this back up. Okay, come on, come on. All right, there we go. Isn't that pretty? I love that yellow. I think I'm going to do stones around the top. I'm going to paint the center brown, and I might do stones around it as well. Because I think that would, is it a piece of silicone I'm going to have to get out of there. Sometimes the first time you use a mold, you ends up with little pieces of silicone. Nope, it's not. It must be the mold. That's okay, because if I put jewels around there, you're not going to see that anyways. But anyways, love that. These are my favorite kind of molds. These little planter molds. I'll trim the bottom. And I don't know if I want to do jewels around through here or not. I think it might be too much if I do, but we'll see. So I'm going to do a time lapse, get these all fixed up, and then I'll see you back after. See you shortly.
Linda's room, it hums, it spins, sunflowers bloom where dreams begin, epoxy rivers, sparkling streams, adding sparkle, adding shine, turning moons to jewelry fine. Diamonds dance, they catch the light in Linda's room. The world feels right. Fingers dust with golden flakes, a swirl, a twist, the magic wakes. Each piece a story, each glow unique. A little glitter, a little gleam, turning.
Alright guys, so I just finished these up, and what I done with the moons was I drilled some holes, put a jump ring in there, and then attached these post earring diamond looking pieces to those. I thought that'd give it a little something extra. Not crazy about them, but you know, oh well. And then I just put a flat back bell on the moon. So that is that set. And then for my sunflower, I took a gold paint pen and I painted the center up, which I will spray all of this with an acrylic sealer. I see a little bit of gold paint there. Just take some alcohol and rub it and it'll come right off. That's why you've got to seal it in. Now I think when I seal this, you'll be able to see that sparkle in there. Because when I rub it, I can see the sparkle. But as it being matte, I can't see it very well. So we'll see. And then I took and I glued around some gold rhinestones around the top. And that's all I did to him. But I think he's cute. I like it. I feel like I need, I don't know, a little definition or something. Maybe around it. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it, guys. So I'll post some photos after I spray him up. And I'll see you guys back for the next video. So bye for now.